Despite measures put in place to check the menace of corruption, the increasing rates of the scourge in our society is becoming alarming, and the perpetrators have become largely unrepentant. Apart from laws enacted to fight corruption in Nigeria, can value reorientation play a role in checking the menace? Does the family have a role to play in the fight against corruption? In the next report, Martha Eche provides answer to these poses. Please stay tuned.
Value has been defined as principles or standards of behavior that are generally acceptable of an individual. This includes an individual's judgment of what is good or bad. It is believed that internalizing the moral value of honesty in one's life makes them a trustworthy person. Your conscience will be clear because you can raise your shoulders high anywhere you find yourself. The people that you come into contact with will be able to count on you to be fair and sincere, as your integrity will not be in question, which will allow you to advance in both your personal and professional life. There are more opportunities for you to fully experience life and get opportunities to excel when you're an honest person. The issue of integrity brings us to the menace of corruption. A lot of Nigerians are no longer concerned about their integrity, which is evident in the way and manner public funds are being looted and diverted for public gains. Many individuals see positions of authority as an avenue to get rich quickly. Corruption, as many would say, is endemic in Nigeria. Everywhere we turn, the menace stares us in the face as funds meant for the provision of basic infrastructure have either been diverted or looted, giving birth to bad roads, poor health services and infrastructural decay, poor educational facilities, and a lot more. The federal government has since recognized these many problems and so established agencies to combat corruption and other forms of economic and financial crimes. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences, ICPC, and the Code of Conduct Bureau, CCB, amongst others, were created with each having its separate laws to eradicate corruption. Apart from the laws enacted to fight corruption, many have also looked at the family unit as an important tool in the fight against corruption. Here, corruption fight will be checked using the value system.
The parents should teach their children the right thing. First of all, when they send their children to school, they should let them know that they should study and pass their exams by themselves. That whatever they do, they have to earn it on merit, because I believe some parents are the ones that allow their children to go into all these corrupt practices, malpractices. They even pay the teachers, buy question papers to allow these children to move further, to move to the next level. And these children, they are assimilating all these things, and they know that their parents are doing this for them, and they can continue with it because what your parents is doing and you're doing it, nobody will caution you about it.
I see in these things, it's all about the family, parents. It's the way you brought up your children that they will also move elsewhere, outside. We parents, we need to impact some things in our children. You need to teach them before any other thing. You're supposed to be the teacher, the real teacher. You have to teach your children what to do and you have to educate them to know the bad and the good thing in our country.
I am suggesting that we will start from home, because home is the beginning of the whole thing. If you have a good family value, you will not be involved in the violence. You will not be involved in stealing. But because we have lost our family value, that is why Nigeria is going the way they are going. Just take, for instance, in UNN, there is a child who the friends asked him to join an association. They call it one name, But the child came home and tell the father, say, my friend asked me to join one association called the court. But the father, because the child was so close to the father, that was why he's able to disclose to the father. I am now advocating that parents should be close to their children and have time for them. The beginning of the whole destruction in this country started from home because a lot of parents are not at home. They don't know who associate with their children. They don't know how they go out and how they come in. They don't even know how they eat because they are looking for material things.
They need an orientation from the family, reorientation, and to educate them values, spiritual values, not ordinary moral values alone, spiritual values. And when they know what it takes for a man and a woman to stay as one, centered on God, then their lifestyle will change. They will now think of God first. And when they are thinking of God, they will not be corrupted in their heart.
Another thing for this corruption of a thing, if you teach your children how to struggle, how to just don't relent, don't look what other people are doing that is bad, just focus attention on what you are doing. Teaching children how to struggle, maybe after education they will learn, they will do other things to at least to keep life going. The children will not look back. They will know that maybe after secondary school education, either you learn trade or you learn how to sew machine or carpentry work or other things. Be contented with what they have. Children will follow suit. But a situation where you parents are not doing anything, tomorrow you bring this one, children will ask questions. Daddy or mommy, where? You say, don't worry. You have to tell your children where you are getting all those things. It's from my shop. It's from this my workshop. It's from this way. Or from a mechanic that we get this one. Children will know that they will have to struggle, fight, learn things, so that tomorrow they will be okay.
I think we are the role model to our children. It starts from the mother. Understand? You as a mother, you have to present yourself in a way that the child will not regret it in life. You understand? You inculcate things in the child that are positive. You don't fight in your child's presence. You understand? There's some things you don't say, like making call. You begin to lie, and your child is there watching. Before you know it, he sees it as a normal thing.
The young people, they often say, are the future of the world. The future of our country depends upon the moral values we imbibe in them when they are young. Children have an immense power of observation and their feelings are deeply rooted. They always observe their parents at home and their teachers in school. For this reason, some respondents call on parents to be good examples to their wards.
If you have your children at home, you need to tell them how to manage the money that you have.
That is to be content with what they have.
To be content with what they have. They should not spend more than what your parent has at home. Then you show them, you also tell them that anything that they know you're capable of doing for them, they should be contented with it. They should not go outside and be looking at their friends, somebody else outside, that mommy, come and buy this thing for me. I saw these also things in my friend's place. I want to have it. No, you have to teach your children what you can do for them. They should accept you. Anything you can afford to them, they should accept you like that.
I think it should be a kind of general sensitization from the family. Should be taught to the children, and then immediately they get to school, because it starts even at the nursery level. You leave your own food, you go to take another person's food. That is corrupt practice. So at that level, it shouldn't be taught as a course, but as a kind of instilling values in children. And then for the general society, there should be massive awareness campaign about it, because some people that are indulged in corruption and corrupt practices may not even know that what they are doing is injurious to their own persons and the society as a whole. So the government should, through the arms already in place, bring out, campaign that will sensitize people on the need to stay away from corrupt practices.
For a child, the process of learning is not magical. It is important that we instill a sound base of strong moral values into our children, as such values are extremely important for the overall well-being of a human life. We should all work towards a better Nigeria by imbibing good conduct, instilling discipline and good morals in our children. Honesty will surely make you respectable, reliable, and worthy as a person. Martha Eche, reporting.
Corruption is a cankerworm, na cankerworm. I said na cankerworm, na cankerworm. Corruption don't finish our country. Nigeria women rise up and come together, oh yeah.
Every woman come out, but we fight corruption together, oh. Every woman fall out, but we kill corruption together, oh.
Them they thief our money, send them obodo yibo. Children they suffer every day, better school in no day. Nigeria women come, oh. Women from every sector, make we fight corruption, we won't kill our country. Them go collect money for light, chop the money, light we no see. Good road and good health and call, we no see. I said na cankerworm, oh, na cankerworm, oh.
Join the EFCC in its crusade to rid Nigeria of corruption. Naija, now we all know.
You are still watching the program, The Eagle, coming to you from the Public Affairs Department of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC. Please don't forget to follow the EFCC on its social media platforms at Official EFCC on Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, and on Instagram.